To the soul with RGB Mike. Anthony's here too, let's ride the hype. Bigfoot's on the run, Area 51's tight. Digging deep for truth, we ain't afraid to fight. Flat Earth theories got us spinning wild. JFK secrets hidden in the files. Illuminati whispers, fashion crooked smiles. I won't tune in, sit back and stay a while. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, terror through the skies. CIA plots under moonlight schemes. Hidden agendas ain't as crazy as they seem. Voices in the dark amplifying dreams. Conspiracy chaos, nothing's what it seems. Follow the breadcrumbs, follow the light. In the rabbit hole with us, pitch black night. RGB and Mike, guided by our might. Anthony with wisdom, out of sight. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, terror through the skies.
Let's go. We're back at it with another episode of Conspiracy Chaos. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Appreciate everybody tuning in as always. Joining me, we got my man Florida Mike in the building. What's up, bro?
What up, boys? How we doing this evening?
Doing good, doing good. And our producer, co-host, Area 51, Anthony. What's up, my guy?
Cheers. What's going on, fellas?
Not much, man. Yeah, cheers, man. Sit down, have a drink. Buckle up. We don't know what the movie's going to be this week here on Chaos, but I think if you look outside, if you look on the news, man, you can kind of see the direction everything's going, and it's getting fucking crazy out there, boys. It's really getting
World War
fucking
III, boys. World War
crazy.
III. Here we come.
It doesn't matter which direction you look either. It's just everything is, chaos right now. I mean, I think we picked the perfect podcast title for the way the world is going, which is it's complete chaos. From the migrant riots to what's happening with the conflict between just about everybody right now. I mean, everybody's involved. It doesn't matter what country you look at. Everybody's involved right now. I think we're truly on the brink of a World War III. What do you guys think?
I mean, I kind of wish we would just stay out of it, but it doesn't look like we're going to. Doesn't look like we're going to. Man.
We never will. The military industrial complex will not allow us to.
Exactly. They make way too much money off of wars, dead people. Remember, we're all just numbers.
It makes me so mad, dude. So sick. I mean, so basically, Iran has Russia and China on their side, bro. If
don't forget North Korea.
If we get involved, I mean, and China and Russia team up.
It's popping off, dude. I mean, I'm honestly to the point, man, like I know this past weekend with Trump's, the 250th anniversary of the military or whatever it was, and then Trump's birthday and the big parade and this no kings bullshit, whatever the hell it is. Like, listen, all right. Let me first start here with I'm going to give my opinion on the whole migrant situation and everything else. There's a key word in all of it. They're illegal immigrants. Now, none of us sitting here or anybody listening to this can go to another country without a passport because it is illegal, correct? Am I not? Okay, so I'm just breaking this down very simple for people.
Pretty clear.
It's illegal. If you're driving and you get in a car accident and you drive away, that is also illegal. So when you're illegal, what happens? You go to jail or you get arrested. Like, so in this situation, these people are not supposed legally here. No one said they don't want them here. Just come here the right way. That's all we're saying. Like our ancestors did. Yes, we're all immigrants and da-da-da. But our ancestors did it the right way.
We're settlers. We're not immigrants, we're settlers.
Well, but Anth, you're Italian. Anth, your great-grandparents or whoever probably came right off the boat from Italy, and they did everything the right way with the paperwork and all that. That's all it comes down to.
Did you hear Arnold? Did you hear Arnold Schwarzenegger on the Voice? He said something that they did not want to hear, bro. It was pretty good. Did you guys hear it? I see Florida Mike smiling. It was good, man.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of it.
And then he was just like, and if you come to this country, you have to behave because you're a guest. He's like, you are a guest. It was good. It was
and that's
like,
the thing too, like
God.
when you see these riots, do you think how many illegals do you think are out there? Let's be honest. It's not. It's
None.
Antifa
I think
bullshit.
yeah, it's 100% people being paid. It's 100% Antifa. It's 100%. Like you see videos all over where actual like Hispanics are grabbing American flags from people trying to burn them and
Yeah,
saying that's not why we're here.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not to the extent, oh, we don't want Mexicans here, none of that. We need them here. We need their help in order for this country to work properly. Like, we need their help because they'll do a lot of shit jobs that people won't do. Let's just speak at what it is, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go sit on a farm and rake all day.
I mean,
Those those guys will put the work in though, dude. Like,
Building the roofs, putting
yeah,
down anything,
they work
construction,
for
cooking.
cheap, bro. They work for cheap.
it's
They're cheap.
but they work. Yeah, I'll
I
tell you.
saw-
So when I
uh,
went down and did the Christmas trees, we had a truck delivery come, right? And this is like the peak of it. And we were all out delivering trees. This truck came late. Well, my guy who runs the company found a couple probably illegals. These guys worked harder than any single one of us, bro. And they're 140 pounds soaking wet, and they got 2 7 8 foot trees on their shoulders, and they're walking off. Meanwhile, me, I'm 6'2", 190 pounds, and I'm carrying 1 7-footer at a time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a different grind for them.
Look, I mean, it's all a distraction, honestly. But like, I don't care if you're illegal and you get paid under the table. Keep the money in the U.S. Don't send it to Mexico. Bring your family. I don't care. I don't give a shit, dude. They don't bother me. And I'm not talking about Hispanics. I'm talking about all kinds. Polish,
All of them, right?
Italian, whatever.
It doesn't matter. Yep.
But I think that I mean, because like, didn't you like notice other than like one state, all of them were Democratic states where there was these rioting, protests, as usual,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Just like
all
It
Black
just
Lives
shows
Matter.
there's an agenda to it. When you see shit like
Yeah.
that, it just shows there's an agenda.
well, they ain't gonna try to do it in Florida, that's for sure. Because what did the sheriff say, Florida, Mike?
Wow, bro.
Yeah, that was great. He goes, if you surround a car, you will more than likely get run over. He goes, if you spit on a cop, you will be going to the hospital and then be going to jail. He's like,
Oh yeah. He said if you throw a Molotov, a brick, he goes, we're gonna be calling your family and telling them where to pick up your body.
Yep, it's fucking awesome, dude.
And guess what? We didn't have any violent. We had all peaceful protests all throughout Florida.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the one lady get run over? Did you see her leg get all mangled? Fucking speed bumped her ass.
You're standing in front of a fucking car. Get out of the way.
Listen, you want to protest and you want to walk the streets, by all means, fine. But leave the busy roads alone so people who don't want to protest can go to work and feed their families.
Right.
Like, not everybody can take the day off so you can wave a flag and walk through the streets. Like, you came here for a reason, right? So, and I get it. You want to rock the Mexican flag or the Swedish flag or the Italian flag, fine, by all means. But you better have an American flag in your hand, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you came here.
Right.
Because your place sucked.
Don't be burning the flag and shit.
You know, like if we went over to Mexico and we started waving the American flag, saying F you this, F you that, you know what would happen to us?
Oh my God.
We would either die, get shot down right there,
them cartels would
grab
us up,
torture us, in prison. You'll never see the light of day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's anywhere else. Like, we're not the only people, you know? But that's like literally the fondant to their fucking wedding cake, like the elites. You know, it's there's a lot that, like, while that's all going on, and you notice how like they bounce back and forth. Like, you'll see riots, and then you'll see Diddy case, and then they'll do the war and the missiles, and half of it's AI, you know, and then they go back to show some more riots, show some fake, you know, it's insane. And there's people out there that can't differentiate brainwashing with AI and like a real video.
I think, Mike, that's a good point right there. That people can't differentiate. They can't figure out not only what's real and what's not, but like when these people are truly bullshitting you and setting you in a thought process in one direction. Like, like, all right, for example, like the whole Diddy shit's crazy, but once they released that video of him and Cassie in the hotel hallway, and like the regular person who doesn't know anything about the case or the whole background situation, he's automatically guilty. Because that view that they put in your head, oh, did he beat the shit out of her in a hallway? All this other stuff he must be.
Well, here's the thing, too. That was a
true as
10-year-old video, and everybody's like, "Oh, this just happened." Like, no, that video was like 10 years ago.
Mhm.
You know, and then that's how the elites do it. I almost guarantee that Diddy's going to get domestic violence and a battery charge because of the
I
video,
don't think he's going to get
going
shit, dude.
No.
I don't think he's going to get shit. I really don't.
No.
That's what they're saying. They're saying
just like the Epstein list ain't coming out, just like the Diddy list ain't coming out, and if stuff does come out, it's going to be people that don't mean shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're part of their contracts. You get sacrificed whenever we need you to.
All right.
Batter up. But here's my thing. Let me ask you guys this. We're going to switch it up a little bit. You for or against what Israel's doing?
So
I
don't want to be involved at all, man. I think this is their war to fight, but
it's impossible though. It's impossible.
Right.
So you really can't say it.
I don't like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I don't like it at all, but I also don't like what, Iran and that side of the table is doing either. I mean, they're just fucking. They're fucking throwing missiles at each other like fireworks. Those things are just flying through the skies like crazy. They're just like.
But
it looks like equivalent to the kids having a water balloon fight at a birthday party right now. Like,
what are they doing over there?
But who was it? Gaddafi or whatever?
I'm going to be honest. I have a good friend that's he's from Syria. I'm not going to say any names, but he's told me how, like in Gaza especially, they really are mistreated and how Israel controls them, and it's basically like an apartheid, and they'll shut the water off on them sometimes, and like these people have no water for weeks just because Israel controls them, and they don't like them, and they're not I mean, I don't know for sure, but from what I see, they're not the nicest people. What's going on, and why do we have to get involved, Florida Mike?
Money.
Well, it's just money, and it's not one country against the other country. It's the elites' families are making money. They are moving towards everything they want as far as control, universal currency system, social credit score, total control. And these things have to happen. Just like the resets, or like when the simulation resets itself every 4 years. So it has to happen. And who else would it be than the center of it all every time, all the time? Israel.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not a fan of Israel, obviously, for many reasons. I'm not a fan of the Vatican. They're all tied together. But I think this is one big step for Trump, too, because I think he has to do it. And he gets to move up the ladder even more. And, you just take like those small references where they say like they're predicting he's going to be the last president. What does that mean? Does that mean nuclear war and we're all F? Or does that mean he becomes a ruler instead of a president?
That's
under
what
Israel.
Assuming. I think that's where they got the whole no kings from. They're assuming he's going to be a king and try to run the shit. That's just all.
Is that what that is, dude? Or like, what is no kings? Like, did anybody actually like look into it? It's not just like a hashtag. There's actually like a group. No kings.
Oh, it's for real. They say it was backed by what? Soros and
there we go.
From Walmart, the lady CEO from Walmart.
Okay, I just heard something about this Walmart situation.
Yeah, she was supplying bricks and gas masks to the crowds.
All right, so Target's throwing the transgender agenda in your face. Now Walmart's supporting Soros and all this shit. Where do we go shopping at this point? We don't got anything else around here. So what else do we do?
Well, all the major ones are controlled by the families anyway. Amazon, Walmart,
We are so fucked, man.
No King's Day or no Dictator's Day. So that's what they're trying to say, that Trump is trying to become a dictator. That's what they're trying to say. It's fucking stupid. Fucking stupid, bro.
So I'm reading something right now that's saying that Iran reportedly, obviously, has fired hundreds of missiles. Some are hypersonic, while Israel's Iron Dome and Arrow systems remain active, stocks may be running low. So what's a hypersonic missile? I'm not quite sure what that is.
I don't know, but I know that like the Iron Dome is supposed to be pretty foolproof, and I know a lot of missiles were getting through and fucking Israel up, bro. They were showing it. They were showing a lot of them get through. That Iron Dome is pretty sick, man. They're just basically they just shoot down the missiles coming in. You know.
Hey, so check this out. So I put in current world leaders with Israeli blood or Jewish, and obviously the guy who's the prime minister of Israel, Claudia Sheinbaum, president-elect of Mexico, is Jewish. Vladimir Zelensky is Jewish.
Also an actor.
And then you have countries had Jewish leaders: Israel, UK, France, Honduras, the Democratic Republic of Congo. And then I think we have I'm trying to think, don't quote me, but I think we have 8 senators or something like that. That's Jewish.
Probably more than that, dude.
So
have we ever had a Jewish president? We haven't, right?
No,
well, I mean, technically, no, but they say, you see the Israeli prime minister said, "Congratulations to our first Jewish American president." You see that?
Trump.
Yeah, when he did that to Trump.
Trump's a Zionist,
Trump
though.
started
I don't know
laughing.
if I believe. See, is that AI? Like I don't know. Did they really say that? Maybe.
I don't know, but it's hilarious.
It was funny.
I mean, it's not hilarious, but it is because they're trying to push an agenda, right?
Yep.
I mean, President Trump touched the wall with his little teacup on the back of his head.
Yeah, you remember he did do that. That was not AI.
They all do it. Obama does it.
Mm-hmm.
They all do it. They have to.
Here's a little. I'm reading something here, a behind the scenes covert op. This campaign marks a first. There's evidence that suggests that Mossad smuggled drones into Iran, establishing a covert base used to sabotage missile systems. So, in the air defense, making it a hybrid attack. So basically, they snuck into Iran to turn off the Iron Dome. Boom, boom, boom.
They could have.
And you know what I mean? Some type of got in there to shut their system down. But it looks like Trump has shifted from calling it a diplomacy to publicly approving U.S. military options, including potential B-2 bomber strikes on Iran's fortified Fordow nuclear facility. Yeah, we're moving shit right now. Navy destroyers, carrier strike groups, tankers, and aircraft are moving into the region as defense posture gives the U.S. leverage. So there is movement happening.
It's just standby readiness.
Yeah,
I guess that Iran doesn't have they don't have great air force. We control the skies over there, supposedly too. So I mean, we could blow them out of the fucking water, dude.
Well, we can do that to any of them.
Pretty much. But what level do we want to go to?
That's look at who our North and South allies are. Tell me what kind of army they got. You can't tell me they didn't strategically put us in between these two people.
So
countries.
Guys, think about I was literally just thinking about this earlier, but think about the chaos we're dealing with, right? This kind of scares me to a point where, all right, we have not only chaos outside the country with the war and everything else, but with the migrant riots and everything, we have chaos on our own soil right now, at home base. So what point in time do they actually call a martial law and just lock it down, start running the streets, and it turns into a 1984 Orwellian society, dude? We're not really truly far from that. And especially the way we've seen people buy into COVID and everything else, it's people are, we always talk about, brainwashed to just follow along with the system to the point where military could be roaming down the streets at some point. And that was COVID was just a preview of what's coming. We always talk about the, Agenda 2030 and how they want, one world government. We're not far away from that, man.
No,
We're really not.
no. And the riots are just a start to that step to martial law, right?
Yeah.
So
That's
we
it.
got this. You got the riots going. You got the he said she said between Iran, Israel, Russia, North Korea, the U.S. There's going to be a false flag.
Mm-hmm. It's coming.
It's coming. I heard New York or Los Angeles. I don't know when the plan for a smart city in New York is, but I would think like LA would probably be close. But I don't know.
think New York would be so hard to make. They'd be make 15-minute cities with the amount of people that are down there.
Yeah.
New York and LA. Well, LA, I feel like LA would be tough, but they're planning LA, right? Is one of the.
Is one of them just so close.
I think LA is a target because they got the Olympics coming in 3 years.
Yeah. 2028.
Mm-hmm.
Right where those fires were. Imagine that.
Yep.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Now clear out Skid Row. Boom.
And here we go, California. Wildfires. We all know that's BS. We all know what they're doing. You mean to tell me the whole entire state of California is that dumb, or they're just going to keep allowing Gavin Newsom to do these things and say these things on TV? Like, he literally was talking about how, prior to the fires, we had National Guard and this and fire rescue set up outside the zone. Like, you just admitted that you planned all this.
Mm-hmm.
Direct energy weapons, high winds.
All that shit was set up.
Yeah.
And look how they're handling like the whole. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
And they had that patent and they passed that law where they could do cloud seeding and create rain because they have droughts, and they chose not to. They chose not to. Well, go ahead, Raj.
They always choose not to. They never choose anything for the people, man. Those two are the worst. Those two, Carol Bass and Newsom, are unbelievable.
I don't know. That turd from Chicago is pretty bad. Those two right there pound each other in the sand.
They're both of them, man. It's like 1A, 1B. And it's to the point where these people either have to do something about it. Like Tripoli and those guys are all XG, and they're all from Cali. They're saying like there's not people, like there's certain areas of California and LA right now that are like rioting or whatever, not even like protesting. And then other places are like it's just regular, go about your business.
Yeah.
So it's not complete chaos. So we're kind of being lied to on the media. Surprise, surprise.
For sure. I have friends in San Diego right now, and they like to post stories and stuff like that on Snapchat and stuff. And it's like super peaceful. People are out fishing, hanging out on the pier. And then you got LA, which I know is a distance, but it's looks like a war zone.
Yeah. It truly is. It's just what it's fucking turning into, man.
But I'm pretty sure that LA and the way the riots went, I'm pretty sure runs that map of that underrail train thing they want to do. The fast train for the smart city.
They already have Elon building the tunnels from like when Elon's first episode on Rogan, the first time he ever appeared on Rogan, he was talking about how he was drilling tunnels under LA currently during that. And he was for about 5 years to make an underground style city or a subway system he was talking about, but it ain't going to be no subway system.
No. Definitely.
Never has, never was.
Doomsday bunkers for all these fucks. But it's fucked, man. We're fucked. We're just fucked.
Dude. I just hope it don't mess with any of our golf.
That's what I was just gonna say. Literally, I said, just leave our golf courses alone, please.
Yeah. Bro, I don't mind if I have to carry an AR with my golf bag. I really don't. But just don't mess with it.
Oh my god!
Don't mess with the courses.
It's just nuts, dude. Like to turn on, like I don't watch the news, but I'll hop on my phone and like I'll look at like New York Post. I've always read that, so I check that out, and then like just hop on and see what's going on, and it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like you see the bombs here, this here.
Can you guys believe that we're still like wars are still happening in 2025?
They'll always happen.
That's
what feeds the brain trust. That's what feeds the reserve.
It's really
they make
really
money
sad,
off
man.
of us dying.
So
anytime
here's the
they need
thing.
a land movement, or anytime they need something, like Iran's got a lot of uranium,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So everything has a reason. I mean, Ukraine, one of the richest countries in the world in minerals and enrichments. So, I mean, and then
That's why Trump wanted that
yeah,
mineral deal when he was
yeah.
negotiating.
And let's not forget about the fires and the hurricanes here in the U.S. Fires
Mhm.
up in Minnesota by a mining area where they want lithium, and then the one in was it North Carolina and Tennessee? Those mining areas there where they got hit by a hurricane, first time in like 90 years or some crazy shit. So everything has a purpose, everything has a reason. Depopulation is still a goal. The less there are, the better you can control them. So that'll always be a thing. So eventually, hopefully, people just wake the fuck up and stand up for one another.
Bingo.
That's what's gonna come down to, man. Like legit, like it's at the point. It always sounds stupid, but like really stock up on your doomsday kits, man. Make sure you got enough water in the house.
I just sent it to the wife earlier. Another one. I'm like, when are we gonna start fucking putting shit away? We're not. It's bad. You are, Raj. You got a lot of shit.
I have a couple bins, dude. I got bins and book bags. Yep. Because I
If it
know
happens, we're fucked, man.
I know if shit does happen, like we know where we gotta get to.
I had water put away, then
go.
I ended up going down and getting the case of water, bringing it upstairs. We ended up using it. Like it's just like we never saved the shit.
If shit hits the fan, we all meet up in the mountains for some high ground. We'll do some Red Dawn style, baby.
That's it, man. Meet us up in the Adirondacks, Mike. We'll be up top there with the 46ers and Bigfoot and the Adirondack Bigfoot, whatever else is up the fuck there.
Yeah,
portals.
buddy.
Hopefully we can find some of those portals these guys go
There
missing
ain't
and
no-
get the fuck out of here.
Florida, there ain't no Florida, Mike. There ain't no mountains in Florida, that's for sure. You got all flat land down there, brother. So you're
Hey,
coming
come
up
down
our
here
way.
too, man. Come down here too. Come see me up in alligator land, up in the swamps.
There you
I
go.
mean, shit,
I can
dude.
see Mike in the swamps, little camo on. He's fucking coming up out of the swamp with his fucking from Vietnam. What was that movie?
Could you
The Vietnam movie.
Oh yeah, what was that? That
Where he's
Good Morning Vietnam.
Where he's coming out of the
Full Metal
swamp and he's like, I could picture that.
Oh
you
yeah,
doing
yeah.
that.
Rambo.
Rambo.
No,
yeah.
it might have been Rambo.
He did.
That's what I'm
He did it
thinking
with
is Rambo popping
might have
out of
been
the
But
swamp.
could you imagine, like you're trying to invade Florida, and you just look down as you're parachuting, and you see about 4,000 airboats, just loaded with people and guns. Like, get her done. I come see us. Like,
Dude.
there ain't no way. Florida and Texas, probably
Yeah.
Chicago, because Chicago got a lot of guns. Just most of them are
Mhm.
illegal. But
Right.
something happens. I don't think it matters at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's the thing, man. I think you even see like in LA, I seen a video of like some I think it was the Crips, the Rolling 60s. He was one of the like leaders, was like literally telling people, you're not going to riot here, you're not going to protest here, you take that shit somewhere else. If we see any of this shit on block, it's on site. Like, you're not doing that shit. Enough is enough. But like protecting their neighborhood, like that's what it's going to come down to. You're going to start seeing some. That's where the Civil War starts. You're going to see the red versus the blue, and right back to what we started with.
And I hope everybody has cash stashed.
Yep.
You know, I keep enough in the bank to pay my bills. And also go camping. If you've never been camping before, go camping.
Learn how to do some outdoor
and not
shit,
with
right?
Don't go camping with propane grills and tablets and go out there, just learn how to start a fire, or you don't eat.
Bring a couple board games and a deck of cards to entertain yourself.
Fish, learn how to do that stuff. Go hunting. Never been hunting before, go hunting. You're gonna need it. Honestly, you're gonna need it. It's gonna separate the men from the boys soon.
Because you're not gonna have YouTube to say, how to start a fire.
Yeah, what do I do in this situation? Exactly.
Yeah, you're not gonna have ChatGPT. You're on your own. You're legit.
Like, we're lucky. We lived before technology.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, we had to play outside. We had to get cuts and scrapes all over us and hit it with a wet washcloth and go back outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, kids ain't
or
like
literally
that
rub
nowadays.
some dirt on it and keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm like chasing snakes with my bare hands, getting bit and shit. I just not a care in the world. Like,
Yeah, fuck with snakes.
you would if you lived in Florida. It's like second nature. Them and alligators, boy.
Ugh, fuck that.
But start a garden, make a garden, get a soil sample tester on Amazon, test your soil. You might have to get those like raised gardens, put some good soil, clean soil in it, greenhouse it, do it with clean water, and start bartering with people.
Yep. When you drive down the road and you see that lady selling eggs, stop there. Get to know her. Get to know her because she's got chickens too. That means, you know what I mean? And like that's gonna be beneficial to you down the road. Like,
that's what they used to do back in the day, man. Neighbors help neighbors.
That's how it is here in Florida. People got signs outside their house: fresh farm eggs, free range. Come and get some. You just pull up into their house or their farm and you get eggs. And it's pretty nice. You can get meat that way too. We have,
like that's it. Like literally start living with like throughout the community.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but like that's where I feel like shit went wrong. When we started relying on grocery stores and government and all that other, like once people started relying on like a real structure of things, it made the convenience of things is what really gets us. The convenience, because think about how easy it is to just call DoorDash and
now
I feel like cooking
easier.
tonight. Boom,
Amazon,
everything.
boom.
Amazon. You want something? You could order it right now, and it'll be at your house tomorrow.
Do you know that within like a year? It's very soon. It's happening. I was actually just talking to an attorney that's in our building that's doing work for Amazon. Their goal is to have same day delivery, same day.
That's
literally
insane.
Yeah, it's gonna be so. Like,
we have that here.
You do?
Oh yeah, we have.
Yeah.
What do I have? Amazon. There's an Amazon warehouse an hour south and an hour north of it.
Yep.
And then they're building another one.
Yep, they're trying to put warehouses, and then that's what it is. He's getting one put in like within like an hour from us. Like it's going to be in between us and New York City. So,
and the drone option's coming soon too.
Yes, it is.
Amazon.
Yep.
You even have the option when you go to checkout. I saw it the other day because I was checking out a return, and it had a drone option on there.
It's coming. Yeah, it's coming everywhere. I mean, it might be already at certain places, but it's coming everywhere. I mean, could you imagine being like, oh shit, I need something. 9 a.m. I ordered, and it's fucking at your door by 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
So let's get something like, it's kind of scary. So let's get into how and why they can do that, right? So everybody knows, like with Amazon, CIA pays Amazon like $700 million a year to be able to watch or take the data from the software program, right? So how they do that is like if you go on Amazon right now and you're looking and you're scrolling and you take a couple items, put it in your cart, scrolling, and say you just back out of your phone, you leave the stuff in the cart. Amazon is literally watching that, seeing it, and already moving the items to the closest warehouse. Right. And then it keeps all that and puts it in an algorithm. So anything that you like that's similar or anything you've looked at but not put in your cart, they make sure it's at that warehouse closest so that way you can get it next day. They literally watch you as you shop.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Things you click on and research and read, it keeps that information like, oh, he was interested in that. Put that in the backlog. Nuts.
That is nuts, dude.
Nuts.
You get caught up in that algorithm, man. That's it.
Yeah, it's too late.
Gotcha.
It's
fucking
too late.
Gotcha. What do you guys think's gonna happen here? What do you guys think the next 10 days looks like?
I got a tournament on Monday.
I
mean,
do we go in a full all-out war? Does Trump?
No.
I just read that he brought the B. Where the hell?
B-52s.
The E-4B.
Okay.
The
big boys.
So this is basically the Pentagon in the air. It's got a briefing room. It's got all this. It's got a conference room, a briefing room,
Are you
communication
talking about his
area.
plane?
Yeah, like a Pentagon in the sky,
yeah.
so him and the defense team can get up. He just
Yeah,
brought
it's
it to
nuclear
DC.
proof.
Yeah, yeah. So I got a feeling, dude, he's gonna say fucking let it rip, and we're gonna be all out.
Well, here's
Guns
the thing.
blazing.
Have you seen Israel and like Donald Trump's like way of how they do things? It's kind of similar playbook. Like they have pictures of the opposing country's family, children. You know, they're sliding pictures under doors like, we're going to get you, mother trucker. You know, if you
Yeah.
don't give us this hostage, we're going to kill your second in command. And then you do it. And then you send the dude the leader a picture of him at his house currently. And you're saying, do you want to keep doing this? And all of a sudden you get your hostages. It's all the same. Like Israel did that where Israel, like they went in there, slid a thing under like 2 nuke scientists and like a couple and 3 generals, I think, blew them up, and then went to the remaining ones and like sent them death pictures and stuff like of their families.
Ruthless,
dude. It's all ruthless in war. That's what it is. Like you watch that was it Tom Ryan show?
Jack Ryan?
No. He does like the military. He's ex-military.
Oh, Sean Ryan.
Sean Ryan. So he had a guy on there, and he was like, "War sucks. Like fuck war." You know, he's like, he's a sniper, and he's going through hitting kills, and there's a guy in a window just unloading on him. So he takes a grenade, throws it in the window, goes and checks on it, and it was the guy barricaded himself with children and women, and he didn't know it. Like that's crazy,
right?
And that's a perfect example. That is war. We're just a number. We're just a number.
That's it, man. Just
whether it be a dog tag or a social security number or a computer algorithm or whatever. Just numbers running through the matrix, baby.
Take some DMT and you put a laser out, you'll be able to see those numbers.
I want to do that.
That looks crazy. I watched it. I just seen the video on that shit.
I sent one to our
page. That might have been the one I seen. That's fucking
You guys,
crazy.
speaking of, you want to do a little roulette before we close things out?
Let's do it.
I got Instagram up, so why not, right? All right, boys.
There's always some good shit in there.
Yeah, we'll do a few, man. We'll do a few, and then I gotta hit the sack, man. Long ride in tomorrow.
Listen, I don't want to hear it about your vacation.
Yeah, guy's going on his 14th vacation of the year.
I'm running on 6 hours of sleep in 2 days. You're gonna have to pick it up a little bit.
Yeah, I crashed the hell out when I went and played golf. Then I got home and crashed out.
Every time you take a nap, your goatee gets grayer. Just so you know, it's a proven.
Look how happy my eyes look right now. Besides being stoned, but
yeah, your eyes don't look happy. They look like they're heavy.
They're heavy, bro. Fucking bags under them and shit.
What was this? What was this that you sent? That Trump said we should watch this since we've been talking about it.
Yeah, he's talking about the Israel thing and Iran.
You don't believe Iran should be able to have a nuclear weapon, but how close do you personally think that they were to getting one? Because Tulsi Gabbard testified in March that the intelligence community said Iran wasn't building a nuclear weapon.
I don't care what she said. I think they were very close to having it.
You've always said that.
Very close.
I don't care what she said. That's the
kind of. If you go up 2 more, do that one right there. Yeah.
So that the G7 used to be the G8. Barack Obama and a person named Trudeau didn't want to have Russia in, and I would say that was a mistake because I think you wouldn't have a war right now if you had Russia in, and you wouldn't have a war right now if Trump were president 4 years ago. But it didn't work out that way. But it used to be the G8. And now it's, I guess, what's that, 8 years ago, it switched over. They threw Russia out, which I claimed was a very big mistake. Even though I wasn't in politics then, I was very loud about it. It was a mistake in that you spend so much time talking about Russia, and he's no longer at the table. So it makes life more complicated. But you wouldn't have had the war. Other than that, I think we're going to accomplish a lot.
You know, so G7 is part of... the World Economic Forum, I'm pretty sure.
It is.
Yeah.
He's not wrong though. I mean, that's kind of
What
where
up,
it all
Pat?
starts.
It is where it all starts, and that's why I think, man, dude, that's gonna be crazy.
What else we got on here? Right there. What's that?
Yahoo let us down. That was a very terrible thing. I will say that. You know, I did have a bad experience with Israel, though. When we took out Soleimani, it was us and Israel working as a group. And we knew where he was. We knew how he was coming in. We knew the plane. We knew everything. Israel was going to do this with us, and it was being planned and working on it for months. And now we had everything all set to go. And the night before it happened, I got a call that Israel will not be participating in this attack. I'll never forget that Bibi Netanyahu let us down. That was a very terrible thing.
So now he's saying he doesn't like him here, but now he's boys with him.
And now he's boys
nice.
with him.
He's
It
always
He has
just
to,
shows
though.
it's all a game.
In order to be
dude.
president, you have to. Yeah, it's a game. It's all a game.
Fucking
Chess
guys.
pieces, we're pawns. I mean,
What's our buddy have to say?
he's always good. Yeah, he's.
I like
he's
this
always
guy.
good.
I like this guy.
Pat
Crazy
said,
if
did
the
y'all
people
see
of
the
Israel-
new flag? And
What
on the
did what?
100-foot flagpole, they rose the flag. You talking about the one with Israel and American flag together?
I did not see that.
I'll look it up. You play that.
The people of Israel had a secret plan to escape to Argentina, the very same country, ironically, in which Hitler escaped to after World War II. I mean, allegedly. This is a file from the CIA showing him in Argentina after World War II, but I digress. And wouldn't it be crazy if this is not a new idea? It's been talked about for decades, but bringing it up in the past, the Andinia plan was always considered anti-Semitic. But I guess it'd be crazy if there was a picture that has surfaced from a recent cabinet meeting with Netanyahu looking at a map of Argentina. And wouldn't it be crazy if a Jewish businessman in Argentina had purchased hundreds of thousands of hectares of land in a sparsely populated, very lush region of Argentina? And I guess it'd be crazy if locals of Patagonia were reporting strange drone sightings and a presence of private security forces. And you may be asking, but wait, John, that doesn't make sense. Argentina's protecting Jews and Nazis? Yeah, it's because this whole thing's a fucking joke.
I like it.
Yeah. Do you guys, he just made me think of something. Do you guys think that those drones we've seen over this past winter had anything to do with what's going on right now and maybe surveying for like an attack area?
We already know
Very
that
possible.
there's Iranian missiles here.
Yep. We already do know that. And she said, what did she say? Sarah
Sarah
what'd she
Adams.
say, Philadelphia area?
And that's where they were, wasn't it?
That's not far from
Jersey.
South Jersey.
Isn't that where the
yeah.
plane crash was?
Mm-hmm.
That
How
looked like a
about
missile?
that lady in Denver?
The airport?
At the airport?
The airport who was saying that wasn't an accident and that another 9/11 is coming. Please listen. Whatever happened to her? Did like the FBI talk to her? Like at least talk to her, dude.
No, they
Yeah, they
arrested
said
her,
take
threw
her
her in
and
a
kill her.
fucking loony bin.
Yep.
They fucking tossed
We
her
got
in
some
the
new
loony
test
bin.
drugs we need to put out here. Here's a new patient.
Mhm. What else is on the roulette table, ain't?
Yeah,
Do a couple
let me
more
see.
quick.
Yeah, we'll do a couple more. Let me take this guy down. Wouldn't it be crazy? He's awesome.
Wouldn't it be crazy?
I want to do an Elon Musk dad. What's up with Elon Musk dad? What was this one?
Oh, that one's disturbing.
If I hadn't done that, Ali would have. Well, I would have just been killed outright. Ali, they would have turned into Muti. You know, they're eaten her. You know,
Hannibals?
well, they don't eat. They use the child for Muti. That means if you eat her finger or something, then you have luck for life. You know. You know. You must have heard of that, surely.
Like
Surely.
satanic stuff like is that witchcraft?
Well, you go back in time. You know, the Vikings and all the people before that. You know, the different ages in which we live. You know.
So what would have happened if
The police said to me that
Did you
if they
see-
had killed her, they would have
in
used her
which
for
we
Muti.
live.
Muti. It's medicine. Witchcraft. I'm sure you've heard of that.
Yeah.
So she would have been her head would have been dangling from a taxi mirror, you know.
What the fuck?
They boil the head until it's shrunk. They hang it for a taxi.
Get this off of YouTube. But yeah, you see how he's acting like you must have heard of that before, right? No, bro,
Yeah.
I never heard of chopping a kid's
surely.
finger off and eating it. Yeah. Like, what the
surely you heard of it. And he even said, did you hear what he said too? He said, at ages in which we live.
Yeah.
So what are you 300 years old, 1,000 years old? Because what was it? Like Musk's babysitter said he wasn't from here.
Yeah. Yep. At a young age, they knew that shit.
And we know that Musk's family and Trump's families are connected.
Oh yeah.
Soros' family's connected. They all three, they're like families.
They're all connected.
It's
Everything's
insane.
always connected.
Insane.
What else you got, Ian? One more.
One more.
I know you gotta go.
No, I don't have to go anywhere. It's all. This is got a lot.
He said Mookie, right? He said Mookie, right?
Iraq war here. Let's try to find something different. Oh, this is a funny one. Watch another one. This is short. Let's watch this one. It's doing ice baby. Doing ice baby at the rally.
It's not on the screen though.
Oh, it's not. Okay. My bad. Doing ice. There it is.
Yeah, he's playing Vanilla Ice Baby. That's crazy.
That was funny.
Yeah, I'm surprised these dudes, like, I don't know. The protests actually haven't been too crazy. I thought it'd be a lot more wild.
All right, let's do. Give me one, guys. We just did that one.
Go up a little bit more. See what we got. There's so much shit posted in there.
Yeah, that's good. We do this though. We like even if we don't watch them right away, throw them in here, and then we could do them. What's this?
Yeah,
this is just I don't think that's anything. What was this one?
Oh, no.
Luther Bolter, the alleged Minnesota political
this is a good
assassin,
one,
has
actually.
been captured. The nation is being told it was a lone act. But
This
details
was
keep
crazy,
emerging.
bro. This whole
Now
thing.
this.
Yeah.
Meet Jennifer Bolter. According to Legistorm, a nonpartisan database that tracks official congressional employment records, Jennifer Bolter interned for then Congressman Tim Walz from August to December 2010. Not speculation, not social media gossip. Verified government salary data. Legistorm is used by journalists, lobbyists, and federal watchdogs to track the real connections inside DC. If you're on the database, you were on the payroll. And the connections don't stop there. Years later, Governor Tim Walz, the same man Jennifer worked under, appointed her husband, Vance Bolter, to the Minnesota Workforce Development Board. Now fast forward. Vance Bolter allegedly impersonates a cop, executes a coordinated attack, leaves behind a manifesto and a hit list targeting over 70 Democratic officials. Among the dead, a lawmaker who had just voted against illegal immigrant health care, a vote that crossed party lines. Also found in his vehicle, flyers for the nationwide No Kings protest. And later, during the manhunt, Jennifer Bolter was stopped with weapons, ammunition, passports, and protest materials. She was detained and questioned, not arrested. What does this all mean? We're not saying this was an inside job, but we are saying this is no longer just a story about a madman with a gun.
No,
Real quick, when he was talking about that, the assassination of the lady, the congresswoman and her husband, did you see? So when that senator got arrested for charging, what's her name? Oh my God. He got arrested. What's her, was she the attorney general? No. Who was it? She just got sick. Someone tried to poison her.
Oh,
What's her name? Head of sick.
I want to say Tulsi, but it's not Tulsi Gabbard. It's
Naomi?
Nome.
Gnome.
So Nome was NOEM, I believe. So she was like given a media thing, and the senator charged in. They grabbed him, pushed him out, and arrested him. And then a few days later, she collapses from allergic reaction and had to be rushed to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that.
You ain't gonna tell me that ain't a coincidence?
And then
You got
these
people
two
getting
get popped.
assassinated in their homes. Yeah, didn't these two people get popped and other people? You know, like
Wow.
it's insane.
It is. Shit's
Insane,
going down,
everything
man. I
that's
would
Well,
want to
people are already not talking about that because of all the other crazy shit that's going on. So what's the distraction? Like, you know, what's what? And nowadays, like, you don't even know what the distraction is anymore. The psyop to it's too much.
Did you
See,
see
I wanna know
the
whether he knows
senator
Arthur's.
that? So did you see the senator that the female that got shot and killed? But when after she did the vote, that they're saying the reason why she was killed was because she voted against something on her own party, and I guess she looked scared shitless. In this
I
picture.
watched it. She was terrified.
Dude.
She was crying.
Yeah.
And then a few hours later, someone
Boom.
comes in her house dressed up like a cop and was wearing a mask. It looked like she couldn't even tell the difference that it was a mask. You know, and a uniform.
Damn.
Cleaning house.
That's it. Can't trust nothing no more, man.
No.
And then you hear Patel come on briefly, and he's like, "We're gonna go after the Fed. This is that," and then boom, done. You don't hear nothing.
Dude, Cash, he was on Rogan. Did you see him on Rogan talking about Epstein?
No.
The Epstein Island.
I didn't.
And then
I stopped
Joe
watching
Rogan looked at him like he was
because-
full of shit.
He goes, well, we see the video. He goes, well, if there was video, he just like, he said, I don't want to make, at one point, he's like, I don't want to make the victims, you guys won't see the video because I don't want to make the victims have to relive it.
Oh,
yeah.
And then he's like, oh, if there was, if you don't, then a couple minutes later, he goes, oh, if you don't think there was video, I would just, I wouldn't have showed you guys by now and released it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And Joe's like, you just said you wouldn't release it. Like, Joe don't take no shit. I'll call you out on your business. So,
Jesus.
Yeah, they're all flipping, dude. Dan's flipping.
Yeah. I was gonna say I stopped listening to Rogan because I can't get through one, dude. It takes me fucking 3 weeks to get through one episode because I'm only.
You gotta get AirPods. You can't just get AirPods and throw one in and listen.
I can't listen to them at work.
Yeah, you can.
I'm dealing with customers.
They don't care.
Shut up,
man, dude. I still don't know about Joe.
Yeah,
I love
like
watching his
Rogan.
stuff, but I still don't know. I like Rogan too.
I don't think he was bought out. I don't think he was bought out yet.
Though he said yet. A lot of Trump people's been bought out already.
I don't think so. I think the one guy came out recently and said something to him that kind of he had a weird reaction to.
And then you got JD Vance, who has like huge ties to the CEO Plantier.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not good.
Because if Trump gets popped, boom, it's all a movement. I guarantee JD's the next one in. Palantir's running the show. JD's bought into them, so he's going to go with whatever they say to do. And then we have.
You're going to get a $20 fine out of the wall.
Yeah. You go driving down the street and you're going over 30 and you're going to get a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
Like,
you
all that shit, dude.
Going to get a ticket.
All that shit, bro.
Yeah. Don't go to work. You're going to get deducted. You won't be able to go watch a football game, or you won't be able to go golfing because you didn't work the hours you were supposed to work. Oh yeah,
it's coming. Telling me I can't go golfing ever.
It's coming.
Did you guys ever see the movie 1984?
No.
Wait, you're suggesting a movie to us?
I watched it in school. I had to read the book.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
George Orwell's 1984. There was a book, and then there was a movie. And we watched it in school. And bro, it's so crazy. But this one teacher in particular, like, I think he was like kind of like how I am now in a way, because like the whole conspiracies, like you make you think, like it was a freedom, like just a free thinker kind of thing. Like it was always, but he was always making us watch that. I remember a couple of times he challenged me on like different theories to what was happening in the book and different things, like just throughout class. And it was like I think it was like a fucking English class. Yeah, it was English. And now I look back, I'm like, I wonder what that knucklehead's up to, because
Mine was
he was
Lord
down
of
for
the
the
Flies.
conspiracy shit. Oh, that book was crazy when the fucking kids on the island killing each other and shit.
Oh yeah, the plane crashing and the teacher and the pilot's dead. The teacher was like seriously injured, and kids broke up into different clans and they ended up like killing each other and shit. Yeah,
Those are the two books I actually read in school, Lord of the Flies in 1984. Ant, you didn't have to read that?
I did not read any books in school. I fucking got Cliff Notes and finished like read to the went to the end of the book, and that was it, man.
Bro, that
I
book
barely
was
got through school.
The movie's
I
crazy.
hated
Like
reading.
the movie was fucking nuts. Like we
yeah,
got
the
to
movie
watch
was
the
crazy.
movie.
Lord of the Flies movie. Woo!
That movie and 1984 were both nuts. Both nuts because we got to watch it in school, and it was like a 3-hour movie, so it was like fucking 2 weeks of class. We're just watching that shit.
I remember when the fat kid in Lord of the Flies, the kid they always
the
pick on,
rock.
and they hit it. Yeah, he smashed his face with a rock and killed him.
With a rock killed his ass.
Dude, insane. 12-year-old kids, dude.
Nope. Gangster. Survival, though.
Man.
That's what it comes down
That
to.
movie's
Survival.
That book's dark though. There's a rabbit hole.
Extremely
in that
dark.
story. Yeah.
There's a couple. I thought there was. There's something on that book.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. All right, boys. What are we doing?
Let's wrap it up here. We'll be back next
Wrap it up.
Monday with we'll be back Monday with another episode. Make sure everybody goes, like, subscribe, shares to the page, check out our Instagram. Really start getting your little doomsday shit ready, because as stupid as it sounds, I don't think we're far away from it. I just like to get through the summer so we can get out on the golf course, but till then, man, I think we're in for it. So
yeah,
buckle up, boys.
Buckle up. That's it, boys.
That's it.
Till then,
All
tune
right.
into Conspiracy Chaos.
Don't
Peace.
fuck with JetBlue.
Follow the breadcrumbs, follow moonlight schemes. Hidden agendas ain't as crazy as they seem.